Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
All right. Let's get it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to whoever you are, wherever you are, and whenever you are watching this. We got Bloodborne, man. Let's get started with our character. We're going to go with Red Cross Doctor because we got a healing church, and the only person I know that's a healer and also part of the church is the Red Cross Doctor, very famously. And we're going to go with Lone Survivor, 420 blood echoes. You got to do it. No other option.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
You found yourself a hunter.
So I'm doing this here. We're playing on PC, 4K 60, just because the game is stuck at 30 FPS on PlayStation. So I wanted to do a complete walkthrough in 4K 60 using the PC emulation. So I'm going to go through essentially trying to help anyone who is new, but also if you have played this before and maybe forgotten something, this could be beneficial for you. Now, of course, it is PC emulation, so there are going to be some frame drops when you're entering certain areas, or, you know, just occasional random frame drops, or even visual glitches. Like I said, it is an emulation. While it's not perfect, it is still phenomenal. So right here, you are supposed to die from this guy, but I've beaten him a bunch of times, just played stupid this time. Alright, now we can get into the actual game. Don't worry, you are intended to die to that guy. So we're going to get our weapon. I'm going to go with the saw cleaver. That's my favorite starter weapon. And of course, the hunter's pistol. We're going to go back and show him who's boss. Now, I'm not going to lie. I got so excited on playing this game in 60 frames per second. I forgot to turn around and go talk to Yosefka here. So, turn around and go talk to Yosefka. She'll give you a blood vial. She'll give you a little bit of information. And then come down here. Blood echoes. A couple blood vials. And we're going to pick up some more blood vials here on the left. And go through the door up top these steps. And this is our first look at Central Yharnam. So it looks like we got a bunch of tombstones over here. Of course, there are a few graves. There's graves strewn about everywhere, but there are a few tombstones specifically, which may come back to be important later in the game. Come down here, get a few blood vials. Now around this cart, there is going to be a bad guy. I forgot if there's something there, so I went to double check. Around this cart, there is a bad guy. Go ahead and take care of him. It's going to be a few blood vials here on the right. And then 2 more bad guys that are pretending to be asleep. So we're going to take care of them and get some Molotov cocktails. And light our first lamp. Lamps are essentially bonfires in Dark Souls and Demon Souls. There's a few ways we can go. I'm going to go right because there's a couple enemies I'm going to take out. This is your first group of people that you will likely run into. There's another group a little ways ahead, but this is likely the first group you'll run into. They can't easily overwhelm you. You gotta play aggressive. To the left, there's a troll here. Let's see if we can take him out. Yeah, I do that all the time. I'm always late. You don't want to, you see, I don't do a lot of damage, so you don't want to directly fight him. You want to try to get him with a parry if you can. Now, to visceral in this game, or to parry, you don't have a shield, you use your gun. So once they are starting to move their attack forward, that is when you are going to want to shoot your gun and disrupt their attack for a parry. I always think it's so interesting here. There's a couple of doors and this small alleyway, but there's no way to get to them. And I always think what it would be like to be a Yharnamite who lives in that house. Gonna come up top, talk to this NPC. He's gonna tell us to go away.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
And then we're gonna go pick up these Molotov cocktails. Now we're gonna go across the street and talk to this NPC. All NPCs are marked with pink incense, either hanging by the door or next to the door.
Lads, you've come on. You'd open the door on a night of a hunt. Away with you. Now.
And right by this chariot, there is a guy sleeping with a gun. We're gonna kill him and take his quicksilver bullets. Gonna come up these steps again. There is someone on the right that we gotta watch out for, so take him out because he will try to ambush you. You see there's a group of people walking back. Forgot about that guy, but there is someone right behind those steps there, and he will jump out and shoot you, or get you. We're gonna come up here and take this guy out first. Now, this is an area that is going to be difficult for a lot of people. There is 15, 20-ish people in total that can be over here, and it's very easy to get overwhelmed. I thought I'd be able to get down there for some reason. I don't know why. But you want to try to get them into small groups when at all possible, and try to take out the gunners first. Even though it's easier to dodge, they do a ton of damage. So you want to prioritize the gunman first. Yeah. So I say you gotta prioritize them. Alright, let's run through. We're gonna take this guy out just because, but we're actually gonna drop to the left. This is where we got those Molotov cocktails and talk to the first enemies. I'm gonna try to take out some of the guys before they get there, so it's a little bit easier. I come back and take these guys because they are walking towards that group. Take out this gunner again. So as you can see, there are a ton of people gathered around that cross with a beast hanging on it, crucified on it. Behind this car is a good place to heal from that gunner if he happens to see you. Alright, now after this, it should be pretty easy with a few smaller groups of people that you shouldn't have too hard of a time taking out. It's easier now that you don't have 10 or 15 people running at you at the same time. Okay, we're gonna take out these guys and get a few blood vials. Now come back up these steps, and to our left there is a cold blood dew hidden in these little bushes. So we're gonna pick that up for some extra blood echoes early on. Few more blood vials, and I did miss the bloodstone shard, but that's okay. You get plenty around here, so you don't have to worry about it. Gonna come around this way, open up a little bit of a gate here to our left for a shortcut. Thought about getting the item up those steps, but we can come right back to it. I want to prioritize the shortcut just to make it easier to traverse around Yharnam. When the hunt began, the healing church abandoned us, blocking the great bridge to the cathedral ward. as they burned old Yarnum to the ground on that moonlit night. Right, so the Healing Church locked them in their city, refused to let them leave, and burned old Yarnum to the ground. They killed these people, effectively. They trapped them in and killed them. Now, this is going to lead us back to the first lamp, and we got a gate. We're going to talk to our boy Gilbert.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good. Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnum lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood, or so they say. Yarnumites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
Alright, let's go back down through the gate. And back in this building, we are actually going to go upstairs. So we're going to pick up that cold blood dew. There's another person behind these barrels, so be careful, he is hidden. Alright, we're going to go back up these steps, and we're actually going to take on the boss next. You may have a tough time, but the main reason why I go and immediately fight the boss here is because it gives you the ability to start leveling up without having to find a certain item. Because you need insight, which is the eye on the top right. Right now you're a 0, you need to be at least 1. So whether you win or lose, you have the ability, you have 1 now, you can level up. Now you want to stay close to it. The swings usually go out a bit, so you want to dodge into them as much as you can. Into it, and then take out its legs. There are times that I dodge out of it, but most of the time, like I said, you want to dodge into it. When you take out its legs, you'll be able to hit its head a few times and get a visceral attack on it. You can take out each one of its legs, so you can get 2 visceral attacks on them that way, which makes the fight quite a bit easier. I focused on the left leg when I should have been focused on, or focused on the right leg when I should have been focused on the left one. The scream is a good time to attack if you're close. See, I should have hit them, but I ran out of stamina there. Dodged a bit early there. Didn't dodge there. There we go. So after about 50%, it does become more aggressive. but that's okay. Again, you want to try to roll into them as much as possible and take advantage of the rally capability in this game. So rally is really great. It is intended to incentivize being aggressive. Don't quite have enough to fortify weapons, but we'll come back to that shortly. I accidentally go to the first floor sick room, but that's okay. We can just quickly run back to Central Yarnum. Not a big deal. Like I said, it is an emulator, so occasionally when you're entering certain areas, there will be frame drops and stuff like that. Or, you know, game crashes and stuff. So, there are going to be some times where you do see some frame drops. That's just the emulator. Now, if you need to, you can absolutely go around farming that first area again and gain some more XP so you can level up a few times and help you against the cleric beast. However, I like to push straight for the cleric beast just because they aren't particularly difficult. You know, sometimes you just get unlucky. If you die, focus on getting your blood echoes first in that pool. I kind of got stuck there a little, so I had to do a bit of attacking. See how that rally gets me back up in health there. Now you want to manage your stamina in this fight, so you want to go in for 3 or 4 hits and then try to back up if needed, heal if needed. But again, whenever they're going in for attacks, if you're close by, you always want to roll inwards towards them and be aggressive. Just like that. See, you can get behind them or stay even close to them and not worry about it. See there? Should not have rolled backwards because I got so lucky I didn't die. That is the Cleric Beast. Now, normally in the main game, you wouldn't get the Sword Hunter badge. You actually get that after fighting the second mandatory boss. But, I don't know, the emulator put it in earlier, I guess, so you can get weapons earlier. Not sure. We're going to grab these Quicksilver bullets, light the lamp, and head on back. Traverse through Old Yarnum again. Now, I would highly recommend normally for new players to go and level up at that point. So let's go ahead and actually do that, just to be safe. Just to be safe, because you never know how quickly people might get you. Hooray, we can level up!
I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit. Very well, let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Now I'm going to focus early on stamina, just to make sure that I have enough stamina to hit things and roll away. I highly recommend stamina. The more agile you can be, the easier of a time it's going to be as a game. This game is all about movement. Being able to move out of the way and get into attacking position very quickly. Gonna drop down here now, get this item, Cold Blood Dew. These are the stairs I almost went up earlier when we were gonna go get the shortcut. Gonna come back down here, take out these dogs that are waiting for us in the crates again. And we're gonna proceed to the aqueducts. There's a few dogs. If you don't kill them, they are gonna eventually get out of their cages, so you might as well kill them. To the left here is another dog. Now this dog is barking at a lady inside of her house. You can tell by the pink incense. We're going to take out the dog and talk to the lady.
You're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any safe places? I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your asses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not? Yeah, I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is. That lot of good you outsiders do. Go on. Admit it. You think we're all mad, don't you? Go and stop it. I know all your tricks.
I'm sorry, lady, I don't know anywhere. If I did, I would tell you. We are going to enter my favorite room in the game. The sound design is just absolutely amazing. It is so satisfying to me. Now, there are some stairs there and a window there, but first, we're going to take out all of these barrels because, oh, it just sounds so nice. The echo of it. Oh, it's so satisfying. And there is an enemy down there, so we're actually going to drop out of this. And there's a few more barrels. This whole area is just... icing on the cake. I always go around and take out all of these barrels, so don't mind me. Gonna pick up this Cold Blood Dew. There's a few items chained up that we're gonna get in a second. But again, I have to do this. Maybe it's the ADHD or the undiagnosed autism, but I have to do it every time I come into this area. Along with that, we got a nice NPC just here to our left behind these barrels that we're breaking. Alright, now let's go and get the items that are dangling. You gotta be careful, it is easy to fall, so give yourself a little bit of space on these railings. And try to, yeah, not fall. I could have easily fallen there. Alright, let's talk to this NPC. My personal favorite NPC of the game. This is Eileen the Crow.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter. Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
Let's talk to her again. We're going to exhaust all of her dialogue.
Still lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts? No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves. What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
Alright, let's head back over here and take out some of the enemies. Now, we got our first, I don't even know what they're called. They're definitely beast-like. They seem pretty intimidating at first. However, they have no posture. So any attack that you do to them will take out, or will stagger them, and you can keep on hitting them. So they do a lot of damage, but if you can attack first, you don't have to worry about it. You should be able to get them. These guys with the pole take one extra hit, so you're going to have to back up at least once. But again, do the same thing. Wait for an opening. And just hit it. There's a gun guy shooting at you. We're going to go and take him out. Just because, again, the guns can do a lot of damage at this point in the game. Get another cold blood due. And we're going to take out this guy. All right. So that's everything right here. We're going to drop down and get the saw spear and kill a couple of rats. Now the saw spear is basically just like the saw cleaver, except it scales better with skill, whereas the saw cleaver is a bit more of an all-around general weapon, so it scales with strength and skill early on. But they are effectively the same weapon. I prefer the saw cleaver for no particular reason. No items over here. We're going to go back up this ladder. Be careful. There are two gunners. I should have healed, honestly, coming up, but I didn't. Yeah, sorry about the emulator there. There's two gunners and that guy. We're going to worry about the gunners first. Oh, I got lucky there. Alright, let's heal and then take this guy out again. Like I said, no posture, so you can stagger them. Back up a little bit, and then when they're done attacking. They do have a combination attack, so you have to be careful. It's not always just one attack and you can walk back in. So do be careful and make sure you have an opening before attacking. Again, I just cannot break the barrels. It's a stim for me. That's all I can say. We're going to go back this way and go back over to where the rats are, because if you remember, we actually took down 2 items from up there. So we're going to go and grab the second item, 2 bloodstone shards. The rats always give throwing knives, so it's not super important if you miss picking stuff up. Gonna go back up the ladder because across these poles there is an item there on our left, so we're gonna want to get that. We are going to pick up another bloodstone shard. There were a million other ways I could have gotten down here. Using those 2 ladders that we had just come across was the easiest way, and I decided to jump down. These guys are super easy, but they do have long arms. They're very slow, but they can attack you, so be careful. Okay, we're actually going to work our way upwards. Just because if we continue forward, that is working our way towards one shortcut, but also towards the first mandatory boss. And we want to do a little bit more around here first. So we're going to go back and come up these ladders. Take out this ogre first. You can parry them. Generally, I'm not super great at doing it. Talk to these 2 NPCs.
Wretched outsider. to open this door. Heaven's the depths of depravity. Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door. Heaven's the depths of...
And we're gonna come up here for the second NPC. Gonna open this gate.
Are you? I don't know your voice. Tell me that now. Are you a hunter? Please will you look for my mum? Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him. But now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
Oh my gosh. Of course I'll find your mom.
Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
Okay.
It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it.
Okay. So her dad has gone off on the hunt and gone missing. Her mom went to look for her.
Mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, and if you find her, give her this music box. Please, I know you can do it.
And now her mom is missing. So she's alone. We gotta go find her mom. Her mom wears a red jeweled brooch. On top of that, she also mentioned her dad, or her mom plays that music box to help her dad remember them. Gonna pick up these blood vials here. And there's an ogre over here we're gonna take out. We'll get that item in just a second. Yep, see, I do that. I'm very bad at parrying them early. Only way to get better is to keep practicing. Alright, let's go ahead and get this cold blood due. And we're going to go down here to our left and pick up Molotov cocktails and a torch. Take out these crows and we're gonna go and get some oil. Now, if you struggle with the cleric beast, oil and fire will be helpful. So if you haven't beaten them, you can go back now that you have some oil and Molotovs and do a bit more damage to them. Now we're going to avoid those wolves on the right. Grab these pebbles. Now this is the cross with the crucified beast burning. and Central Yarnum that we were fighting earlier. And Bloodstone Shard. Along with another Bloodstone Shard. You can just use the ladder if you'd like. It'll save you from losing a little bit of health. Now, there's going to be 3 of these guys up here. They do easily fall down, so you want to try to prevent that from happening if you can. But there's 2 on this left side, 1 on the right side. I always stagger and serpentine and go each way. Few rats down there. Just for the extra blood echoes. They're not holding on to any items or anything. Alright, let's go back up the ladder. Let's try this again. And that's what I mean, they can drop. So I'm not going to go and get him immediately because there's another item on these beams. So I'm going to drop and get that first, and then we'll take him out, along with these rats. That is his combo, and now I got some time to go in and hit him. There's one on our left here. I forgot about it. Thought he was on the right. Keep on missing one of those guys here. I don't know how. Alright, we're back down here in the aqueducts. Got the hunter's garb. Of course, people still know we are an outsider, but we'll look a little less outsidery. Gonna kill this guy and pick up a bloodstone shard. And kill the last couple of these fellas. Another thing is the rally works for a few seconds even after you kill them, so you can keep hitting them. Now there is a boar down there. We're not going to go and fight him because he will beat you up if you go from this way. So we're going to actually go behind him in just a little bit. we're gonna go up this ladder and get the big shortcut. The big shortcut. Now we got a couple ogres here. It is a little difficult. It's best to try to parry them if you can. Oh no. Yep. It happens. No problem though. Not gonna worry about these guys, just come down. And there are the two trolls. And it looks like one of them is holding on to my blood echoes. So we gotta be careful. Let's go around behind him. Go around behind him, just makes it a little bit easier, separates them a bit. And then I could try to focus on this one. Let's get a few blood vials, and now we're gonna go back up. So that shortcut and those two trolls are really close to the main lamp right here, central lamp. We're gonna head back over to the Hunter's Dream and do a bit of leveling up before we go fight the mandatory boss, because that's where we are.
Very well, let me.
200 short. That's tough. We're gonna upgrade our vitality. Let's go ahead and ignore the trolls right now. Now, in this next area, there's a bridge with a bunch of guys, and there's actually a giant ball behind it that's going to be lit on fire and pushed down, so you can see the ball there. So we're just going to train these guys. We're not going to try to engage them. We're just going to train them a little bit. The ball rolls to the right first, or our right. So he's going to set it afire. It'll hit the wall on the right and then come back to the left, and you just get out of the way. It should take all of them out. Usually one or two, or sometimes one or two will survive. They get to fight him single at that point. Now, we are going to go and try to kill that pig that I saw earlier, or that we saw earlier. So we are going to take these guys out. Normally you can just run past them, but for the sake of just safety, I guess we're going to kill them. Like I said earlier, only way to get better is to do it. Let's get these blood vials. And to our left is a ladder. We're going to go down that. And you can hear the pig. So you want to walk slowly when you get in here. Because if you end up going too fast, he'll see you, which I'll show you really quick. So he'll see you. Let's back out. So that's again why you want to walk slow. Let's back out and kind of reset him really quick. I probably don't need to go all the way back here, but I'm going to do it just because there are two guys there. We'll come right back to them. Now, the other thing that you don't want to do is get too close to them. So let me show you that really quick. I'll walk up to him, and I'll get a little bit too close because he will also turn around. Me out. Didn't mean to get stuck there. Huh. I also instinctively attacked because I'm just so used to it. Alright, let's go back up a little bit here, get him reset, and we'll go back and we'll do it right this time. But yeah, I just wanted to show you, you can get his attention if you walk too fast or touch him. Also, I totally just messed up and I wanted to voice over it to make it sound like I did it intentionally. Alright, let's see if we can do it right this time. Bang, and then here we go. Fist right in the ass, yank out the intestines. It's gotta be the most brutal death in the game. And it's not the only time you'll do it. Let's grab this cold blood dude, the blood vials, and a Saw Hunter's badge. The Saw Hunter's badge and the other badge that we got from killing the Cleric Beast, which again you normally get from killing the second mandatory boss. Those are what you get that opens up different things to buy in what's essentially the shop in the Hunter's Dream, the Messenger's Bath. So you can buy different weapons there, you can buy different items like hand lantern, you can buy different things that are potentially beneficial to you like blood vials and stuff like that. Alright, and we're going to quickly run back and do a little bit of some leveling up.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Alright, accidentally went to the Great Bridge. Didn't mean to do that. It's okay though, we can easily get back to the bridge from where we are. Gonna take out the people on the bridge again. And take out the last guy. Sometimes they drop items, not always. Yeah, see, much easier if you are able to get a visceral attack in. Because I lost health, and now I gotta use a Bloodborne before the first mandatory boss. Let's try to take these guys out first. I want to prioritize that guy because he is stronger. Incredibly unlucky that he has literally 1 health. Alright, let's heal again. And grab the Bold Hunter's Mark. Now, up these steps is the first mandatory boss. I am going to go ahead and do this one blindfolded. One thing that helps out, remember that little girl gave us the tiny music box because the mom plays it in order to help him remember who they are. So it does kind of stun him. If you are having a tough time with this, you can use it. Now keep in mind, you can only use it 3 times. If you use it the 3rd time, he will go into his last form.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
So again, I did do this blindfolded, so bear with how stupid it looks. But I just thought it would be funny to add this attempt in anyway. If you are interested, I have a whole blindfolded attempt series that you can check out as well.
To show your true face, eh? Smoting across the walls.
Alright, let's go back and actually take him out this time. Now, full disclosure, I did do a few attempts where I was blindfolded, so I've lost the blood echoes and stuff like that. Not a huge deal. We'll get a lot of them back. But we're going to go back and actually take him out. This attempt is not blindfolded. Again, I was streaming. I was doing this for fun while I was starting the walkthrough. And I thought that would be a fun thing because Father Gascoigne is blind. He gouged out his eyes. So that's why I was doing that. Again, I have an entire series. It was a lot of fun doing it. I'm still attempting them. So anyway, we're going to hit the elevator, work our way back to Father Gascoigne. Don't worry about them. He's too slow on that, so you're good to go. Stay to the side, of course. And then we can just run past everything. Kind of really bad timing that we kept hitting each other at the same time. Not my best start, not gonna lie. So he technically has 3 phases. He has this one with the axe. Second phase, he will extend the axe. Go ahead and use the tiny music box here. Show you what I mean by stunning him. And you can get in a really good combo. Again, his second phase, he extends the axe. I'm actually going to go up these steps here because it's just a little bit easier to battle him without the gravestones nearby. Got in a stun, but it didn't let me visceral. That's unlucky. Do the music box again. Now, if you do it more than that, he'll go into this form, his last form, which is a beast. He's much more aggressive here, but you can use the music box one more time if you have a hard time with this area, or with this portion. You can use the music box one more time. Before he turns him on. He has a lot of fast moves, but he also has a lot of heavy moves that take a couple seconds for him to recover. So if you take advantage of those heavy moves, you should be okay. Prey slaughtered, and we get the Odin Tomb Key. Gonna come over here instead of going back down the steps because there is a body with a red jeweled brooch. And if we remember, the red jeweled brooch is what the little girl's mom was wearing. So that was Father Gascoigne and seemingly Mother Gascoigne. And now the little girl... Apparently, it seems like Father Gascoigne has killed the mom, and now we have killed Father Gascoigne. And because of that, the little girl is an orphan at this point. But we found the red jewel brooch, and we'll be able to
Welcome home,
talk to the
good
little girl,
hunter.
let her know what we
is it
found,
you
or
desire?
withhold that information if we
Very
choose.
well, let me stand.
thinking about which one is going to be the fastest to get to the girl. And we're just going to run through everything and work our way towards the little girl and let her know what we found. I can't not do it. I'm telling you, it is a stim for me. Now that I'm thinking about it, it probably would have been faster if I went to Tomb of Odin, because I could have just ran right down that bridge and that alleyway to here. So and let's take out this troll again early.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum.
I did, and I'm sorry.
Mr. Hunter, was it really her? Mummy? Mummy? Leave me alone.
Now, she doesn't quite know about her dad, but obviously she's distraught because her dad is not seemingly not himself. Game crashed right here, so gave it a few seconds to restart. And just gonna go straight to Tomb of Odin. She happens to be asleep now.
Welcome home. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire? Farewell, good hunter.
Alright. And let's come up here, check our storage, and go talk to old Gehrman.
Aha. You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, It's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
To escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beast, lest the night carry on forever. So go out and hunt some beasts, Gehrman said. We'll get used to it. Let's go back to the tomb of Odin and proceed. Alright, in here we got a note and a chest. Let's see what the note says. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals. Bloodgem Workshop's tool. The Bergenworth spider, it says. Alright, y'all, this is going to be a good spot for us to end this first episode. I appreciate you sticking around this long and getting here. Next episode, we're going to work our way through Old Yarnum. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your night.